Encore Hall, another affordable housing complex for seniors in the Hollywood area that is currently under construction.
This will be 104 units of housing for low and very low income senior citizens, and it's sponsored by the Gay and Lesbian Elder Housing Corporation. It will not be targeted to anyone. It will be managed in a way that's friendly to gays.
Without the CRA, we could not have gotten Encore Hall done on time and in budget, were not for them working to get the government funds in there and also to get it structured in such a way that makes it work.
Now, historically, Hollywood has struggled with a homeless population, and the CRA is working to provide housing services and support for those individuals as well.
These 3 parcels of land were purchased by the Community Redevelopment Agency, and they are going to be created as a permanent supportive housing development for people coming out of homelessness. Our hope for this site is that we will have 40 to 60 units of permanent supportive housing, but also what makes permanent supportive housing supportive is that there are services on site that the people who are living here connect with on a daily basis.
We have a lot of homeless people here, and we're going to be able to get some of those people off the street. It's a step in the right direction. You know, we think that it'll be a good model.
But it doesn't stop there. CRA-LA has been working in Greater Hollywood to create affordable housing for families. Next to a child care center developed with the CRA is an affordable townhome complex currently under construction.
The Pasquale Reyes townhomes contain 13 units. They're all 4 bedrooms. They're designed for large families of low income, and they're going to be they contain approximately 2.5 bathrooms.
This project would have not got off the ground because CRA had the money and the expertise to assemble a line and hold the project together until the community decided what to put on there.
And CRA-LA is also working with some innovative developers on a pioneering affordable housing complex called the Pico Gramercy Housing Project.
What we've got here is 71 units, all deeply affordable.
But what makes this project so unique is the supportive services provided for these 71 families.
Because there's a need for students to have academic learning after normal school hours in a safe environment close to home, this facility will allow students to spend from 3 to 4 hours, 4 nights a week in a tutorial program and a computer learning lab.
As someone who grew up in this area, I'm glad to see it happening. I'm glad to see it happening in a positive sense.
And because the CRA was involved in this project, the 200 construction jobs,
they're rated at a union rate, which is the prevailing rate. So whereas some people are making $7, $8 an hour, most of these individuals are making over $28 an hour.
With the help of the CRA, we quickly discovered that this bureaucracy not only wasn't the classic one we feared, but helped us get through some of the other ones.
Now, with the push for increased density in our urban centers, CRA-LA has been combining its mission of job growth and affordable housing into mixed-use and transit-oriented complex in the Hollywood and Central region.
The project that's taking place on the metro station at MacArthur Park is one of several mixed-use, transit-oriented developments that we're doing along the Red Line. We're very excited about increasing the density of the land intensity and the density of housing near metro portals. Our goal is to create jobs and to create housing close to transit.
So in the case of the land above the Westlake MacArthur Park metro station, the CRA is working with a private developer to build a 100% affordable, transit-oriented urban village.
We're looking to take the area around the plaza and build a mixed-use development. We'll have built about 200 units. 138 of those will be for families, and the other 61 will be for seniors. And we'll have about 52,400 square feet of retail. People here can live, work, play, and pray right here from this very spot.
But Westlake MacArthur Park is not the only mixed-use project going up in Los Angeles. The CRA is working with public and private partners to develop one of the most original transit-oriented mixed-use projects at Wilshire and Vermont.
What we were able to do here is, working with the CRA, obtain a very large allocation of affordable housing bonds, and that covers about 90% of the cost.
The Community Redevelopment Agency, Los Angeles City, MTA, the private developer, Urban Partners, and the Los Angeles Unified School District working together so there could be a common vision for this site above a subway portal.
Yes, if you can believe it, this mixed-use project will be the home of a public school.
On this site is going to be a very unique middle school. I say it's unique because it's going to be a vertical school. We've worked to have on top of this subway portal a school.
But it will also be home to both retail establishments and city dwellers.
The fundamental elements of this project are residential and retail. The residential is 449 units of rental housing, of which 20% will be specially priced to be designated as affordable.
And a complex of this size will be infusing some serious job growth into the region.
There'll be about 1,330 person years of employment created during the development of this project. And then on a permanent basis, we estimate about 175 permanent jobs.
The Community Redevelopment Agency has, in a sense, been a cheering squad for all of us in the community that are interested in mixed-use development and affordable housing.
And the CRA cheering section for transit-oriented mixed-use development with affordable housing in Greater Hollywood marches on at Hollywood and Vine.
The CRA actually has a financial stake in this matter, and they've been very instrumental in the documentation and entitlement process of moving this project through the city.
We'll be assisting with land acquisition. We also are contributing about $4 million to $5 million in land costs for the project.
So what exactly is on tap for the Hollywood and Vine project?
This site is actually 4.6 acres. It incorporates a historic building on the corner of Hollywood and Vine. It also has an MTA portal and plaza that actually connects to the Red Line.
The Hollywood and Vine project consists of a W hotel, 300-room hotel, and a condominium complex is associated with the hotel. It also includes 375 rental apartment units with about 80 affordable housing units in the project. There's also about 60,000 square feet of ground floor retail to serve the community.
So thanks to pioneering partnerships between CRA LA and its many public and private partners, Hollywood is back better than ever.
Hollywood is one of the great shining examples of what the CRA can do. The work of the CRA in partnering with business owners, with neighborhood activists, with residents, in looking at how we could transform a community that was blighted and create new opportunities for the entire city has been great.
And as CRA LA celebrates its 20th year of a 40-year plan to redevelop Hollywood, don't think the CRA's work is done in the region. In fact, there are 7 distinct project zones within the Hollywood and Central region. East Hollywood, Hollywood, Mid-City Corridors, Pico Union 1, Pico Union 2, Westlake, and Wilshire Center Koreatown that will continue to receive CRA LA's attention in the coming years.
Aside from the developments that you see that are under construction that you hear a lot about, there are some projects that we're looking into the future and we're very excited about. Chief among those is the Academy of Motion Pictures Museum. And we are so delighted, we're thrilled that they chose Hollywood. It will have a positive effect on the Hollywood community years into the future.
Now the Ampus Museum is expected to be completed by 2011. A fitting exclamation point as Hollywood looks back to the future as it fuels its renaissance.
With the subway system and the development at Hollywood and Vine and Hollywood and Highland and the Cinerama Dome, and now with the Academy of Motion Pictures moving in and placing a world-class museum here, the Hollywood of the future is going to be even more exciting than the Hollywood of the 30s even was.
The Community Redevelopment Agency for the City of Los Angeles looks forward to continuing its drive to revitalize our great city while helping to expand economic growth and affordable housing for all Angelenos. If you should have any questions about the Community Redevelopment Agency, you can always log on to CRALA's website at www.crala.org. On behalf of the Community Redevelopment Agency for the City of Los Angeles, my name is Brad Pomerantz. Thank you for watching.